Hey everybody, welcome to another Wi-Fi battle. Sorry I missed upload on Saturday, but I came down ill, so I never get a battle recorded. I'm talking a bit quiet at the time because I don't want to wake up anyone back there in the rest of the house. So, I'm not going to talk to the team this time. I'm going to talk about it as we get to them, just to make it a little more interactive, a little bit better, instead of just going on and on for forever about the teams before we start. If you guys want to go ahead and drop a like or anything like that before we get started, that'd be great. If you want to wait till after the video and decide if you actually like it or not, that is perfectly understandable. But I always enjoy likes. It's always a great thing to have. So I'm going to lead off my Meganium. He's going to lead off with his Frogadier. Now, I really should have been fearing Ice Beam, but I wasn't. So I decided just to go ahead and stay in as he switches out and go for the Reflect. Now this Meganium is dual screens, aromatherapy, and leech seed. It's a complete support Meganium. It's not really meant to be a lead, but I use it as a lead in this game. But I actually forgot to put the light clay on it because I kind of cobbled this together out of different PU pokes that I had on my game, and because I didn't want to use the same team I used for my PU tournament, because I believe Scizorsome had seen my videos from that, or at least knew my sets, and I'm still using the Pupitar. Because I think the Pupitar will be a staple in any team I use from now on. Now, I actually use this very strategically in this game, but he's going to switch into a Clefable, and I figure, okay, this thing's probably defensive. So I want to go into Butterfree, which is a Pokemon I actually ginned in for this. Now, I believe I actually switched into Butterfree for whatever I had before. I not look, actually. But I go for the Energy Bucket, special defense drop, but I didn't even know it had special defense drop. But he goes for the Stealth Rocks, and at the moment right now, I was not really worried about Stealth Rocks because I have a Shift with Defog. So if I really want to get rid of those, I can. Or I get the opportunity to. But I get 2 special defense drops in 2 turns, 2 energy balls, one's a crit. Now that was some hacks if I've ever seen one. So actually, also I had this with Scizorsome on his celebration live stream for him getting a capture card. So that was a whole lot of fun, just kind of being in that community. This is actually Scarfed Butterfree with Energy Ball, Bug Buzz, Shadow Ball, and Psychic. It doesn't have any Flying Stab because it gets no special Flying Stab besides Gust. And who's going to use Gust on Butterfree in an actual game? I mean, come on. I don't. Anyway, I go into Pupitar because I don't see it being able to touch me. Now, what I do here is I realize I don't have the Rock type attack. I'm running Earthquake, Iron Head, Superpower, and Curse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fake the Rock move. Now, this sounds like a pretty mind game, and it is. So I decided instead of going for the attack right away, I go for the Curse. Now what I'm hoping he thinks is that I have some kind of rock move, and I want to OHKO him. So I expect him to withdraw this time. I know what he's going to withdraw to, because I think he's going to be fearing my rock type move. He's going to preserve that. So I go for the Iron Head. Think, okay, if they then I get an Iron Head off. If he doesn't, I get to hit something else. He luckily goes into his Fairy type, and I get an super effective Iron Head off to not OHKO the Clefairy. Clefairy, right? Yeah, Clefairy. Yeah, it's not Clefable yet. Clefairy. And so I was like, okay, that's good. Doing good. So he switches out into his Greninja. Not his Greninja, his Frogadier. And I go into Nom Nom to eat up a water type move because you're not going to go into a water type on a 4 times effective attack and not go for the water type move. Of course, he could have predicted that going to the Ice Beam, and that would have been really bad. I cannot take an Ice Beam very well. But he's going to lose damage to Life Force and it's Life Force. So if he's losing damage to that each turn, which is fantastic. And he's going to go for the Ice Beam mission. I'm like, okay, I'm especially defensive, so maybe I'll kind of, eat up just a little bit. So let's see what I do here. Oh god, oh man. It's 11 points of health that I stayed in with. Let's look at the glasses and stuff, guys, and how raggedy I look. I just got a shower, and I don't want not doing face cam, but, face cam kind of ties the whole layout together, so I still do it. I like doing face cam, it's fun. Anyway, I get the Leech Seed off, and at this point I'm thinking, okay, he's just going to finish me off with the Ice Beam. Because I don't see him staying in for any reason. But I think he figured out that I'm full support, and he's like, okay, I'm going to play with this a little bit, use it to set up on. So I'm like, okay. So I get my chance to set up my light screen, and I'm very hyped about that, because I now have both my screens up again. Because I forgot the light clay. I have leftovers instead. I can't believe I did that. I don't know where my light clay is. It's on my, I think it's on Mr. Mime or something like that. But he goes for Air Slash, and I take it. I take a super effective Air Slash with light screen and max special defense. I cannot believe that. So I'm gonna get help back from leftovers. That's what I was like, yes, this is fantastic. So he goes to the Calm Mind, and I'm thinking, oh crap, this thing's gonna set up. But I know if at any point he's gonna KO me this turn, and I can switch out into my Pupitar and scare him out again because he still thinks I have the Rock type move. and that's probably one of the smartest things I've ever done is fake the rock type move. I gotta tell you. But I'm gonna continue getting health back from both Leech Seed and leftovers, and so I'm actually all the way back up from like 11 health up to 60 something. I want to say. I wish I had some better moves to like kind of stall my little back protect or something like that, but not. I just have screens, aromatherapy, and Leech Seed, so you know, I get health back a lot. Anyway, then he goes to the stored power. I'm like, oh god, it's my KO. Nope, not at all. Eviolite, max HP, 4 special defense. Doesn't do a whole lot. So he's probably at this point once again fearing the rock type move because you know it's a Pupitar and its 2 stabs are rock and ground. So why else would I go into it? I don't know why I don't have anything rock on here. It's just because I guess it didn't fit into the team very well. But I'm gonna go for another curse. I just want to switch out there because I knew I could set up on it. But now, of course, he's into the Greninja, and I don't want to stay on this. So I believe at this point I go into Stomp Yard. I kind of wish the light screen was slow. I might have taken this next attack just a little bit better. But I do know that Zebstrika is the fastest thing in PU. So if I can live whatever he's about to throw at me, then I can definitely go in. This is Life Orb, me first, Flame Charge, Wild Charge, and one other attack. I don't remember what it is. Zebstrika, and I knew as soon as I went for that, I knew I would die. But I wanted to get this out of the way because I think this is the only thing my Zebstrika really handled was the Frogadier. I didn't really need it for anything else. So I decided to go ahead and do that. I mean, it would have been kind of helpful for the what do you call it? The bird thing. I don't even know its name. Bill Nye. I don't know. It wouldn't really help with Bill Nye. I'll put on Bill Nye when he gets my hero. I get a free switch in my shift tree. I wanted to free chance to get him out here, get the fog off, but he used to have Sneasel at the same time. So I'm like, okay, I can't see it on that. So I go into my defensive wall, Ducky. But he's gonna take a. I thought. No, it takes Thermostat Fox. So I thought actually I didn't remember Stealth Fox. I saw that. I was like, is that just from that? It's like, gosh, good gosh. Like, is that all? It's all that fake out damage? No. Anyway, I should go for the safe wish, and then I'm gonna go out into Shift Me, so that I get the wish off on this, thus restoring my Focus Sash. And luckily, he goes to Zen Headbutt, which I didn't even predict, but that was fantastic that he went for it. And I don't expect him to stay in here because, of course, I am a Grass type, and I'm gonna tear that up if it does happen. So he gets Intimidate off, which is perfectly fine because I am specially attacking Shifter with Nasty Plot, Leaf Storm, Dark Pulse, and Defog, just for support if I need it. So I thought, okay, this thing doesn't really have any super effective hits, so I'm gonna go for a Dark Pulse and hope it kills. And unfortunately, it just barely doesn't. So he goes for the Gun Shot, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm Zashed. This is fantastic. Okay, so that means I can just go on next turn and take him out with another Dark Pulse, right? No, he goes Sucker Punch. God, I did not know the sets of this thing. I knew it had Earthquake, which is actually why earlier. I remember this now. I switched out from Pupitar into Butterfree earlier because I was fearing the Earthquake. I didn't think about that whenever I switched in Pupitar. So I'm now gonna go into Ducky, knowing it's my physical wall, and it can take whatever it wants to throw at me. He's gonna go for the Gun Shot. I'm really not scared. Sure, it's base 120 stab, but I'm just not scared. I can go for Hyper Voice and take it right on down. Down out of town. That crit, I'm going to assume that didn't matter. I'm not going to calc it or anything, but I'm going to assume that that little health, a stab Hyper Voice will still kill it. But of course it goes into Helios, and this is probably my biggest threat as of now, because I can't get rid of Rock, so it's not going to be easy to get in Butterfree without something dying. And I don't really have anything else for it besides Butterfree. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go for another wish and switch out into, I believe, Pupitar, because, no, not Pupitar, what do you know? I switch out into Meganium. Pupitar comes later with the wish. But I'm gonna wish Patch off into Meganium. And I kinda hope I can take the Zen Headbutt, but unfortunately I do not take the Zen Headbutt. I was like, okay, there goes my special wall, but the only thing special left was the Bill Nye. So Swoobat, I think it's called Swoobat. I could not take that. So I mean, that's the only thing, I guess. And he's gonna go for Caustic Powers, which is very scary. So I'm gonna go for another wish, and I need this thing to. What I need to do is I need to get this thing to switch out. Don't know how I'm gonna do it, but it needs to switch. So I'm gonna go into Middleman, knowing I have at least the super effective Iron Head to use on him. So he's going for the Zen Headbutt, and that's going to hurt, but it's not going to take me out because I'm max HP. So you're going to see me like these glasses are a bit wonky with how they fit. So he's going to realize that I'm just going to curse up this turn. He's not going to be able to do anything. So he's going to bless me his Sneasel, which I'd also forgotten about. And I'm going to go for the curse. And with this curse up, I'm like, okay. I believe at this point I can take whatever he wants to throw at me. Have I got the wish back yet? I guess I have. I guess I missed it. But yeah, there it is. But he's going for the break, and I don't know why he didn't go for an ice type move because ice is also super effective. I don't know if he didn't have it or what. I go for the superpower, and that is going to bring him all the way down to his sash. I was like, this thing is sash, I'm kind of screwed. But it was. But I'm like, okay, I think with Iron Head I will probably live this even with my defense back at neutral. That's why I have Curse instead of Dragon Dance, because I can curse and then use superpower and then be back at neutral instead of having negative defense. And also, I don't think my speed is really high enough to justify Dragon Dance. I mean, it's not gonna do a whole lot. Anyway, he's going for the Zen Headbutt. That's obviously gonna take out my middleman, and I'm going to go back into this turn my Butterfree, which ended up being the star of the show because Butterfree literally saved my life. I'm going to take half damage to Rock's pretty scary, but I'm Scarfed, so I'm going to outspeed whatever he does. So I go straight for the Bug Buzz, which I just showed here. So, yep, Bug Buzz. He expected the Energy Ball, which is perfectly good idea, but I actually looked it up, and Rock does not resist Bug. I thought it did, but it does not. So I was like, okay, that'd be super effective. So I used that, and I knew it would be a pretty safe play. I'm Scarfed. So I outspeed the Swoobat, and I'm able to go for it twice, take out Rogue, that's what it's called Bill and I, by the way. Pretty sure it's called Swoobat. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. And then it goes into Soul Rock, and I am able to fire off another Bug Buzz, and that's going to take it straight back down to 0 health. So this was a very fun battle. It was more one of those that I had to kind of play mind games because my team wasn't as up to par as it should have been, and I kind of had to do a lot of switching around, and it was really a game of it was really showed the skill of both of us, how we kind of had to. It was really more like a chess game to play Pokemon. It was a lot of strategy. Of course, Pokemon is a lot of strategy, but it was a lot of mind games and throwing things around. And this is chess. This is how you do chess, in case you're wondering. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check out Scizorsome, and definitely go check out his community channel, Bulk Up Against, a charity channel. They donate all the money they make from the channel to a different charity, and you definitely should go help them out, support them, send in videos, whatever you want to do. Whatever you can do to help would be great. They're looking for any kind of content you can provide Pokemon related. So I'll leave a link to both of those in the description. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, this battle came from Scizorsome stream, and if you follow me on Twitter, you saw me tweet it out several times today, which is the 10th of May, that he was streaming, and I will definitely be tweeting out again when he's streaming again, because it's a whole lot of fun to be there, and I definitely am going to be at the next one. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you later.